What's up YouTube, my name's Kenneth. Today we have another unboxing from HK Now Store. So as you can see, I got the pillowed Hexaminx from Tony Fisher and Tripoom. The Hexaminx was originally made by Tony Fisher, and Tripoom was the first one to pillow it, and this will be my first Tripoom puzzle, I believe. So I'm really excited to play with it. So here's the pillowed Hexaminx, and you can see it is a nice looking puzzle. It looks nice, and it basically, a Hexaminx is just a cubic version of the Megaminx, and it's a kind of a shape mod of a Megaminx. And the first Hexaminx was built by Tony Fisher, and then Tripoom pillowed it, and it makes this really nice shape. And so that's why it has both Tony Fisher's signature and Tripoom's. So Calvin Puzzle is the one who manufactured the puzzle. And so this is it. I've never played with one of these before, so I'm really excited to see if it changes the way you solve like a Megaminx. If it doesn't, then it won't be too hard to solve. But if it does change the way you solve a Megaminx, maybe it will be a little harder. But I'll know once I've tried solving it. Anyway, my first impressions are definitely that the stickers are not quite as good as I'm used to expecting from Calvin puzzles. You can see this one's coming up over here. This one's not quite centered, and I also saw a few other ones that were coming up, and the white ones are miscolored, which is, I don't know if you can see that. So that's a little disappointing. So let's mix it up. You can see it is definitely a shape-shifting puzzle. It's no longer in its home position, and so it really gets scrambled. And it gets mixed up real fast. When it's scrambled, it resembles the Megaminx a lot more, I think. Like when I look at it here, a side that turns, I can kind of see that Megaminx center. I can see the edges and the corners, and it just kind of looks more like a Megaminx than a Hexaminx once it's all scrambled. So I'm excited to see if I can solve it. It should solve like a Megaminx. I think what'll be hard is it'll be hard to wrap your mind around what piece is what, but once you kind of figure that out, then I think it'll solve just like a Megaminx. And who knows, maybe there are some other problems that you have to deal with. A lot of times when you make a shape modification of a puzzle, it'll actually change the way you have to solve it. So I'm not sure if that's the case for this, but I guess I'll find out. So I think that's it for now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to solve it, play with it for a while, and I'll get back to you guys. So it's been about a week, and I have solved this puzzle about probably 10 to 15 times. It's actually a fun puzzle to solve. Solving it was not difficult for me at all. I just solve it like I would normally solve a Megaminx. There's only a couple differences. One is these pieces here are the center pieces, and these pieces have an orientation where a normal Megaminx wouldn't have an orientation for the centers. And so that changes how I solve it just a tiny bit, but it didn't make it any harder for me. It was just something I had to consider when I was solving it. So that was one change. And the other change is kind of like how I go about solving a Megaminx. Normally I would solve one kind of layer. So here's a Megaminx. So normally I would solve like this top layer, and then I would build out, or I would actually do, I'd do the edges and then do F2L. All right, and then after that I would build kind of these three pieces here, and then kind of just build it up. But with the Hexaminx, it's a little different. What I basically did was I would do kind of this center and build F2L out of this center. Then I would build F2L out of this center, and so then I'd have just basically the entire red face, and then I kind of put in this F2L pair, this F2L pair, this one, and then I'd have just the orange two centers, and then I would do one of them, and then all that would be left is the last layer. So it's kind of a little different method, I guess, of solving, but basically it's just a Megaminx. It solves exactly like a Megaminx. At the end, a lot of people say that there's a parody on this puzzle, but for me it's not really a parody. It solves the exact same way. When I get to the last edges, this edge here can be flipped either way, and it doesn't change. It looks solved either way. And so sometimes if I had just an odd number of edges that need to be flipped, I would know that this is actually one that needs to be flipped as well. So I'd flip, if there's only one, I would have to flip this one and that one. It just, to me, it just made sense. It didn't change the way I solved this puzzle at all. So at least the way I solve it. This puzzle, the biggest downside are the stickers, as you can see. After playing with it for a bit, the stickers are in pretty bad shape. And I've only had it for a week, and the stickers are already kind of ripped. That one's ripped, this one's ripped, and some of them are peeling pretty badly. Like this green one is peeling, this red one over here is peeling. And so really the worst part of this puzzle are the stickers. The turning quality is pretty good. I mean, it's not perfect, it's okay. But anyway, I think the quality of solving and the wow factor, because this puzzle has a lot of wow factor, make up for the bad stickers. So I think this puzzle is actually pretty cool. I've showed it to a bunch of people, and especially when it's scrambled, it looks really awesome. I think when it's scrambled, it looks super cool. So yeah, I like this puzzle. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thanks guys for watching this video. I do come out with new videos at least every other weekend. And I am on all the social media websites. As you guys know, I'm on Facebook and Twitter, Google+, and the newest one is I'm on Vine. In fact, I've probably got the shortest solve video of a Hexaminx ever. Of course, on Vine, you can only have 6.5-second videos. So go ahead and check out that video. And that's pretty much it. Thanks guys for watching, and of course, have a great day.